vanish.
Hey, what's happening, TGS? Xenoverse here, and welcome back to another video. So, literally, I just came back from YouTube Creators Day. It's kind of like a convention event for YouTubers to come together, meet up, talk about stuff, and I've never really been to this kind of things before. Like, I decided to just go this one because it was actually pretty close to where I live. Not really that close, I had to take a couple of buses, but point is that I wanted to go, I had fun, met some really dope people. And yeah, so I'm gonna sound a little bit tired in this video, but I'll still try to sound as, clear as possible. So basically today I want to talk about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. As you guys know, the Tokyo Game Show took place. It's actually still taking place, but we saw a bunch of gameplays, bunch of new information, and I never really had time to talk about it, but I wanted to talk about it now. So basically, two things came out of this new Tokyo thing. First, we know how many characters, or at least an estimate of how many characters we can expect. So the total that we saw from the gameplays were 85 slots. 85 slots is a huge increase from the 60 plus that we've come to know in Xenoverse 1, and it's pretty interesting. Now, I'm not too excited because in Xenoverse 1 they filled out some of the slots with really irrelevant characters like Apul, the soldier guy with the gun, Apul variation in different colors. Like they put a lot of crappy characters in there, so it's going to be interesting to see how many more crappy characters they're going to try and fill in those slots with. But actually, joking aside, it's pretty interesting. Like, there's room for so much more characters. Like, we know that the androids from the BoJack movie are going to be in it as well. It's almost guaranteed, really, because they're going to be addressing all of the movie characters and stuff like that. So we know that the BoJack character is going to be in the game. I think I'm saying his name, and let me just go and check real quick. Yeah, it's the BoJack. Like, the blue guy, who transforms into this bulky android. You got the little, technically, I would say the African American small guy with a big afro thing, or did he have a top hat? I don't know. Look, the point is there's going to be a lot of interesting characters, and I could just sit here and guess what characters might pop up, because it'll be fun too, but I'm not going to do that now. The next video jeez, I'm so tired. The next part that I want to talk about is pretty much some of the gameplays that I've seen. Now, there was a gameplay where they showed off 3v3 online, and when you watch the gameplay and you see all those glitches, all those input hit detection problems, and you know that the game is coming out in a month's time, it's kind of worrisome. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even going to pretend like what I want to try and do with this channel is to really be 100% real with you and speak out on things for my own opinion. Now obviously I have my own opinions, you have your own opinions, and if you have your opinions, obviously you share them down in the comment section below and we'll talk about it. But the point is that there's a lot of hit detection issues. Now, it's not that, I don't know if it's that bad because I didn't play it obviously, but it's online, so it's not going to be as smooth and as perfect as local play. Like, local play is obviously going to be nearly perfect really, but online there's a lot of variables that you need to count for. Like, people have their own connections, some are good, some are bad. It really just depends on who you're playing, and the only way to truly test this to see if the hit detection is really good is to get two people, or if you can, at least 6 people, all who have really good internet connection, and to test it out. Or at the very least, just get 2 people and test it out, because I know I have really good connection. Like, my connection is actually really damn good, so most of the time it's not really my fault when I lag or when I feel like my hit detection is kind of poor, but at the same time, connection alone doesn't really, it doesn't really warrant bad hit detection. Like, sometimes other things can factor into it, like technical issues, the way they programmed it, it's all that stuff. So I read the comment section of that video. A lot of people were complaining. A lot of people were like, oh my goodness, it's a month away, and this is what we get. And other people were saying that, yo, here's the thing actually, there's something that I've actually been noticing when it comes to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. There is a lot of damage control for this game. I don't even know why. Like, I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Trust me, I am a huge fan. I still play to this day. I still run into people, we play, we have fun, they end up adding me, like, you know, we still have fun. But to damage control something that you haven't actually played yourself, that is where it's kind of like, okay, you need to separate your fandom for this game and look at it realistically. Now, a lot of people like to claim that this game is still better. Now, if the developers say it's better, then technically, to their eyes, it's better. But in my opinion, this thing is a demo. It's 1 month away. It's a demo. There's still things like that are still weird about this new beta version that we saw at TGS. Now, one of the things that I noticed is that this is a new build, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, because this build had 3 sections for your custom created characters. So as you guys know, in the previous game you can only have 1 slot for your custom created characters, but in this build there were 3 slots, so you could create up to 3 characters. And let's say you have siblings who want to create their own character, they can now actually create their own character. You guys can have the fights, whatever, you know, you get the idea. It's a new build, new levels, more characters. It's a new build. What I actually noticed in this build is that, one, the contrast is still the same. Like, okay, like the excuse that they had in the last build was that this is a, you know, this is a build that kind of went wrong, so the contrast is bad. So in the next build, it was supposed to be guaranteed that the contrast was supposed to go up. This is a new build, contrast still hasn't gone up, and this is something really small in my opinion. It's really small, but I've noticed this, and I really want you guys to go back and watch the videos and pay attention to when Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan 3. If you look at the slot where he has to, you know, obviously click to, you know, activate Super Saiyan 3, that shit still says Super Saiyan 2. Like, why does that, like, I'm pretty sure someone must have pointed it out to them, but look, I'm just going to keep pointing out the little things so people could be aware of it, and obviously when people talk about it, the developers hopefully will end up hearing about it and then they'll end up fixing it, and you know, you get the idea. Like, I just want to talk about the things that most people just don't want to talk about. So really, yes, technically yes, I am nitpicking. I am just nitpicking left and right here, but I actually want to, really, because I want the game to be awesome. So yeah, now see, I have kind of like a theory as to why that part happens. I think maybe Goku's ki bar isn't, you know, big enough to enter the next stage that will show Super Saiyan 3. So every time that shit says Super Saiyan 2 and he has full ki bar, he goes Super Saiyan 3. It's, you know, it's a small mistake, but it's small mistakes like this that should be fixed during the testing phase of the game and stuff like that. So as you guys know, the game's coming out next month, October, I believe, 25th for, you know, United States on Canada, and 28th for Europe and other places like that. And obviously, I don't know when the Japan version is going to be released, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, to have, I get it, it's a better, you can't really argue against the fact that it's a better, but a game this close to release and still has those type of issues, it is worrisome. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is worrisome. I don't know what type of workloads that these guys have. Are they under stress, and do they not have enough manpower to make sure that they address all of these issues? Like, you know, yeah. So enough with the negativity, let's talk about the characters. Let's talk about some of the characters that we saw. I believe Second Self, hold up, the name just slipped my mind. Cell, second form Cell. He looks pretty dope, he looks pretty powerful. I feel like he's going to be a lot of people's maybe favorite characters because he's pretty fast. And then who else did we see? We saw, like, I am just thinking this off the top of my head here, so I think we saw Cell. Did we see, not Cell, sorry, I keep thinking of someone else, not Cell. Who is it? I'm sorry, I just can't remember. The point is that, actually, hold on, I actually do want to look this up now so I can know what I'm talking about. Tolls, that's what I was thinking of. We saw Tolls versus Imperfect Cell. The gameplay was pretty nice, pretty smooth, and in the 3v3 version, we saw the giant Namekian in action. Now, I don't know why, but in my mind, when the giant Namekians transformed, I kind of pictured that they wouldn't be able to fly, they wouldn't be able to lift up and do what they have to do, but they can actually fly, which adds a surprising dynamic to the fighting when it comes to the 3v3, because I did not think the Namekian's giant ass will be able to lift up in the air, but obviously they can, and they're pretty fast too. From this, from the small combos that we saw delivered by the Namekians, he's actually pretty damn fast. So that's another thing I did not account for. Like, I was expecting them to be, really slow, heavy hitters, but no, man, this Namekian was swinging digs for days. He was swinging so fast, though. It's like, bro, okay, I did not expect that. I actually like the part where the character got stuck in the air and you saw all the other characters try to, attack him, try to hit him. That was kind of funny, but other than that, I think that's it for me. I think that's all the new stuff that came out, I believe. I think I already talked about the trailer. Did I actually give a full discussion for the trailer? Because if I didn't, I might as well just put it now in this video. I'm just gonna look at my stuff right now. Yeah, I have everything just popped up. No, I don't think I did actually. Huh. That's weird. Oh, I did talk about it. Yeah, so basically that's pretty much it, guys. I feel like take the better thing that they keep telling us with a grain of salt. Just because they tell us it's the better doesn't mean you have to automatically believe it. It's 1 month away. It's not coming out like 3 months from now or 4 months from now. It is coming out literally next month. So you can't really say it's a better at this stage. It's like take example For Honor. Like, you guys know, I just uploaded a For Honor gameplay because that game's actually hella fun. It's currently in alpha, close beta. It's a close beta in my opinion. It's a close beta, and that game is not coming out till February 14, 2017. That's what a beta is supposed to do, give you a huge amount of time to fix and address issues that occur while playing the game. Bruh, the beta that's gonna come out, I think the beta that's coming out in October is just for, it's a demo. Like, I'll be real with you, it's a demo. You can't really call it a beta at this point. It's definitely a demo, and it's just to get you guys hyped up, like, because everyone wants to play this game. I want to play this game, you want to play this game, and beta is just an overrated way to say, here's a really short demo of our game, get hyped of it, feel special, feel like you're the only one who got a chance to play this game and stuff like that. So that's just it. So yeah, I must still stay critical. I am truly looking forward to playing this game. After watching all the gameplays, when I look at Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, I feel disgusted. I can't even look at that shit, but I still play it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think that's all I want to talk. Actually, yeah, there's actually something I want to talk about. This has nothing to do with Xenoverse the game, but it is something interesting that a YouTuber, you guys know him, Rhymestyle, brought up, and that is the idea of banning movesets in Xenoverse 2. Like, if you guys know, basically, if you guys pay attention to the Pokemon community, they have a system where when you play a certain match or whatever, certain Pokemons or certain moves and Pokemons are banned from being used. And he was thinking of doing the same thing or not do it, he was suggesting to do something like that in Xenoverse 2. Now, I don't necessarily agree with it. I get what he's saying, because personally for me, when I played Xenoverse 1, one of the worst moves to go up against, I don't know which one it is because I don't have the DLC, but it's I think it's Phantom Fist, or I just don't know. I can't. It's Phantom Fist, and it's something else that really pisses me off when I play against them. It's nasty, and it shouldn't be in the game, to be honest, really. I don't know if it's Phantom Fist or Absolute Zero, but there's a move out there that every time you try to hit someone in Xenoverse 1, mind you, in Xenoverse 1, every time you try to hit someone, they would, obviously cross together their arms and then they disappear, and it feels like you could never hit them. That move is so OP, and if you don't have the DLC, and I'm talking about GT Pack 1 and GT Pack 2, you are going to have a really bad time fighting these people. I have a really bad time fighting these people. I have thousands, not thousands obviously, I'm not gonna exaggerate. I have at least maybe 20 to 30 videos that I've never uploaded that shows just how much abusive, or not abusive, that's not really the right word, just how bad this move is. And I can see where he got the idea to ban those type of moves in Xenoverse 2 if they are present in the game, which I believe they're going to be present in the game. And I didn't really agree to that, even though I hate the move, even though I truly hate I don't know which one it is, Phantom Fist or Absolute Zero. Even though I despise it, I still don't want it to be banned when you're playing simple player matches or when you're playing ranked match, because it's a move in the game. Like, if it's there, you are supposed to use it. Even though it's cheap as fuck, you're supposed to use it. But where I do agree on when it comes to banning this move is when there's tournaments. Like, as you guys know, Xenoverse 2, I think it's, which company is it again? Spike Chunsoft? No, it's not that. Dims. I made that mistake last time, I'm not gonna make that mistake again today. Dims. When Dims are organizing the world tournament, which are going to be something that's gonna happen, like, I believe monthly, they should have moves banned from that tournament, period. Like, anything that requires actual prize money, that's when it's acceptable to ban certain moves from the game. Yet it's probably it's gonna piss off a lot of people. Maybe you are someone who uses that move, you rely on that move, your whole battle style relies on that moveset. Well, too fucking bad, because that move is hella annoying and it would piss someone off if they've got the skills and talent to win an actual tournament where there's prize money, only to go up against someone who uses that move just to evade your attacks over and over again. It just isn't fair. So I do agree on that part. I feel like, yes, they should ban moves when it comes to tournaments where you actually win real life money. But when it comes to regular play, let's say for example you just got back from work, you're sitting down, you just want to play a batch of Xenoverse, you could just obviously have that moves there, and once you figure out that someone is gonna spam that technique, just kick them out of the lobby. Like, just kick them out. That's what I do. Like, sometimes when I open up lobbies and there's someone I meet for the first time, I play them one match and I find out that they're going to be using that moveset over and over again, I just kick them out of the lobby and just move on with my life. You are fast. Okay, you're countering pretty nicely. Okay, you're actually pretty good.